right, Shalom. First and foremost, someone give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. It's your brother Dawada, coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing is edifying. And this lesson, begin with a thought on how 2/3 of our people can't receive this truth, man. And it's the Lord, Yahawah, that blocked their understanding. All right? The Lord said he's already numbered them. He's already reserved their seats for destruction. Let's start out here. Let's go to the book of Zechariah. All right? Chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, in all the land of America, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2/3, all right, is going to be cut off and die, man. Okay? As the Lord has already declared and decreed, a certain amount of Israelites here in America, Babylon the Great, is going to die by way of various plagues, teeth of wild beasts, right? Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. We're going to go back. See, it's already been sanctioned out by Yahawah. Those certain spirits that murmured in the wilderness, all right, that came up against Moses and the leadership, well, those same spirits are back now, all right? And they're playing out their lot, and they're doing the same things that they did back then. They were unbelievers, right? So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, and then at the header it said, judgment must come, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. Yeah. Though the men of the Lord was telling them back then to repent, to come back to your power, the Lord still couldn't look upon them, man, because they didn't listen to the men of the Lord then. Right? It says, and they're not listening to the men of the Lord now. They're fulfilling their role. Right? What did the Lord Yahawashi say? Let all the blood of the prophets come upon you. Right? This is Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 2. I was paraphrasing. Jeremiah 15 and 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, for such as are for death to death, and for such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. See? So those spirits that rejected the men of the Lord back then, that are rejecting the men of the Lord now, their lot is already set. Their fate is sealed, man. Sealed by Yahawah. All right? It says, and I will appoint, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds. Let's look up this word, appoint. All right? The Lord said, I will appoint over them 4 kinds. Strong's H. Make sure we can hear. It is playing up through here. Let me cut this Bluetooth off so we can hear it. All right.
Strong's H 6485. Pakad.
All right. And it says to attend to, muster, number. See, number. It says reckon, visit, punish, appoint, look after, care for. Right? Now jumping down, it says to visit upon, punish. So the Lord has appointed that day for that certain spirit to receive various calamities, man. To receive various judgments of Yahawah. Again, this is Jeremiah 15:3. I will punish ye, I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. See that? So the Lord has your fate sealed, basically, man, for lack of better words. You know? He has it where you're going to receive destruction. Why? Because you despise the words of Yahawashi real quick. And we're going to go back to that Zechariah 13. Real quick, that Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. Not might be, not maybe. It says, whoso despises the word shall be destroyed. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. Who is that commandment? It ultimately goes into Yahawashi, man. Right? What is that? Deuteronomy 18. Where I will raise up a prophet among you. Right? That prophet is Yahawashi. Okay? And if you don't fear the commandment, all right, you're not going to be rewarded. You ultimately hate Yahawashi. What is that? Proverbs 8. All that hate me love death. Well, if you hate Yahawashi, you despise the word, guess what? You love death. Your fate is sealed. Okay? Let's go back to Zechariah 13. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8 again. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord, Yahawashi, is my power. See? And that's the contrast. 2/3 are reserved to receive destruction, while the 1/3 is reserved to receive salvation, man. That's the balance of Yahawashi. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 26. For the Lord knoweth all them that sin against him, therefore delivereth he them to death and destruction. See that? The Lord is delivering 2/3 of our people up to death and destruction. All right? You're going to be handed off to your fate, man. You're going to be handed off to teeth of wild beasts. You're going to be handed off to the FEMA camps. All right? You're going to be handed off to the brute beast Esau, eating the so-called white man, which is the sword, man. Pursuing the 17 and 13, right? Well, the Lord says this again, for the Lord knoweth all them that sinned against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction. So the ones whose sins haven't been covered by Yahawashi on this side, guess what? The Lord's going to deliver you to death, man. All right? Again, you're going to be reserved, right? This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 10. It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth. When you receive something, you're basically believing in it. You're taking it in, right? When somebody put a gift in your hand, you're receiving that gift, man. Well, they haven't received this truth. They haven't received the gift of faith, right? What is that? Hebrews 4 and 2 says the gospel was preached unto us as well as unto them, but it didn't profit them. Why? Because it wasn't mixed with faith, right? It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. See that? And for this cause, Most High, the Most High, shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. See that? And that they all might be damned. See? And that they all might be damned, who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. See? Your unbelief is going to lead to your death, man. All right? That's a capital offense in the eyes of Yahawashi. You must believe. What does Isaiah say? Who have believed our report? In whom was the arm of the Lord revealed? Yeah. The Lord got to reveal these things to you, man. And if you're not being able to see in this gross darkness, you're blind. And you're liable to fall in different snares and traps that Esau has set up. All right? That the Lord had this damn devil facilitate your downfall, man. Okay? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 12. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword. See that? Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. See that? When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Yeah, 2/3 of Jake, you chosen the way of this world. All right? I often make an analogy. You in a cesspool, all right, and a landfill, and you trying to clear out a little space in a landfill to make your own, man. Well, basically, you choosing to stay here in America, Babylon the Great. You choosing to dwell in hell, man, because this condition is hell. All right, you hear the goddamn sirens going off in your neighborhood all the goddamn time, man, and you think this is life. You think this is living. No, man, this is the farthest thing from it. But you choosing the thing wherein the Lord delighteth not, man. You choosing this fucking devil. See that? You're not choosing the scriptures of Yahawashi. You're not choosing the words that's going to lead to salvation. So in turn, the Lord's going to give you up to those things, man. You want to choose your oppressor, guess what? Go along with his ass. You see? Let's get one more. Well, let's continue. This is the book of Job, chapter 21, and verse 30. It says, I'm going to start at 29. It says, have ye not asked them that go by the way? And do you not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. See that? The wicked being Esau Edom, but we just read that our people choose wherein he delighteth not. So guess what? Since the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction, so are you. It says, Job chapter 21 and verse 30. It says that the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Yeah, you're going to be brought forth to the day of wrath, man. And it's going to come in various ways and judgments, man. All right? It's not going to be a light thing. It's not going to be an easy go at it, man, when all hell break loose. You already see the things for this thing talking about bank runs and all that, man. Well, it's just a matter of time, man. We see Esau speeding things up. Okay? This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 7. It says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. See that? They don't have the eyesight. They can't appear far off. They don't see the impending danger. So they're going to pass on and be punished, man. Why? Because they're not prudent. Right? It says, according as it is written, The Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And that's until this very day, man. That's why we don't marvel when Jake can't get it. All right? And in turn, when we see a spirit come up that gets it, man, that understands the scriptures, man, that brings us joy, because there could be a potential elect, man, being sealed, man. For us closer to get the Lord closing up the breaches thereof, us getting closer to the kingdom of heaven, man, and it's being established on the earth. Let's close it out here. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. See that? Now let's get this word lost. Matter of fact, let's continue. We'll go back to that word lost. In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds, have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So the God of this world, Esau, the white man, has blinded you. All right? To the point where you can't get this truth, man. To the point where you just can't grasp it. And that's what's going to lead ultimately to your death. Now, we read earlier in the verse above, it says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, right? Let's get this word lost. Strong's G, 622.
Strong's G, 622. Apollomy.
It says to destroy. See that? To destroy. So if you're lost, you're going to be destroyed. It says to put out of the way entirely. Abolish, put to an end, to ruin. See, Yahawashi is going to put you to an end, man. All right? That's the only way you're going to get it, after death by pain. Right? It says to kill, render useless. It says to declare that one must be put to death. See? To declare that one must be put to death, And as you're rejecting this word, you're declaring that you must be put to death. When we tell you that the MOTB is that RFID CHIP, and you say something other than that, well, you're declaring that you must be put to death and that you're lost, man. All right? Those sun ones that were reserved for that judgment. So I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming at you with another lesson. Till the next time, I say Shalom, DTA, and a Bible ball soon.